น้าต้นวันทยาพุทธยกอกตึกกองทหารเกียรติยศ
นี่3 ตัว Commander of the Guard of Honor for the Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal. May I invite Your Excellency to inspect the Guard of Honor.
แสดงความเคารพนายกรัฐมนตรีสหพันธ์สาธารณรัฐเนปาลตรงหน้าต้นวันทยาพุทธยกอกตึกLieutenant Colonel Ongwin Soha, the Commander of the Honor Guard for the Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of the Army Company, 1 Navy Company, and 1 Air Force Company, the Guard of Honor. กองทหารเกียรติยศเรียบเอา
จะเริ่มให้ดูบอลวันที่ไปที่วันกลางท่านSetiap raja penilaian Bapak itu bagaimana mungkin malam ini saya itu depan itu Chief Secretary Government Nepal Foreign Secretary
This is Venezuela tradition that is related to the Buddhist faith and by time very carefully that also is made by it's very difficult.
To welcome you to Thailand. This is a historic visit as it marks the first official visit to Thailand. Our diplomatic relations more than 6 decades ago. This year will celebrate between our two countries. Thailand and Nepal are united by special bonds, particularly the birthplace of the Lord Buddha and we. I am pleased to countries status by 2026. The signing of 6 agreements MOU between our two countries today will serve a positive signal.
The Right Honorable Mr. K. Pisan Maoli, Prime Minister of Nepal, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to welcome the Right Honorable and the Nepali delegation to Thailand. This visit is truly historic as it marks the first official visit by the Prime Minister of Nepal to Thailand since the last establishment of our diplomatic relations 66 years ago. Thailand and Nepal have enjoyed long-standing and amicable relations rooted in shared historical and cultural ties. This visit serves as an opportunity for both nations to further strengthen our relations and explore new avenues for cooperation. The Right Honourable and I just held engaging and extensive discussions on various areas of cooperation. I spoke highly of Nepal's ability to effectively manage its vast water resources, turning them into solid hydropower projects, which contribute significantly to its economic growth. We discussed the importance of promoting ease of doing business, reducing trade barriers, and identifying each other's comparative advantages. Given our potential to increase trade volume beyond the current $40 million, these measures could boost trade and investment, encouraging more Thai businesses to enter and invest in Nepal's market with confidence. I would like to also emphasize the importance of connectivity, which is key to economic growth. Both of us welcomed the role of Thai Airlines in connecting our two peoples through more frequent operations. The resumption and launch of new direct flights from Bangkok to Kathmandu and expansion to Lumpini. Both sides recognize the importance of people-to-people contacts through cultural and tourism cooperation. We welcome the positive growth in tourist number between our two countries and aim to further enhance cooperation, particularly in spiritual and medical tourism or a joint tourism campaign. Additionally, we acknowledge the contributions of the Thai private sector, including hotel, hospital, and airline businesses, to Nepal's service sector and tourism industry. Ladies and gentlemen, a moment ago, the Honourable and I witnessed the signing of 8 important documents, which will certainly enhance our cooperations in the areas of tourism, culture, trade, industry, medicine, agriculture, and academia. In addition to our bilateral engagement, I express my sincere appreciation to Nepal for supporting Thailand's chairmanship of BIMSTEC with continued solidarity among BIMSTEC member states. We will work together to ensure that BIMSTEC remains a meaningful and relevant organization. Lastly, on behalf of the government of the Kingdom of Thailand, I wish to reaffirm my commitment to further advancing our bilateral and multilateral relations with mutual respect across diverse fields, fostering sustainability, prosperity, and happiness of our nations. Thank you.
Excellency the Prime Minister of Thailand, Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, friends from media, Namaskar and good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to stand and speak in front of such an august gathering following a productive and fruitful bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister of Thailand, Her Excellency Phetong Than Shinawat. I take this opportunity to extend my deepest gratitude and sincere thanks to Prime Minister Shinawat for inviting me to pay an official visit to the Kingdom of Thailand. I am honored to be here and to be the first Prime Minister of Nepal to undertake an official visit to this great country. Today's meeting is an important step in further strengthening the age-old ties of friendship and cooperation between Nepal and Thailand. The relationship between Nepal and Thailand have always been cordial and friendly. Ever since the establishment of diplomatic relations in 1959, we have been enjoying excellent bilateral relations based on goodwill, mutual trust, and cooperation. Both countries have full faith in the principles and objectives of the Charter of the United Nations. Regionalism has brought our countries and people further closer to cooperate for our common prosperity. We had friendly and constructive discussion over the whole gamut of bilateral relations between Nepal and Thailand. Our discussions were focused on elevating our close, cordial, and long-standing relations to a new height through meaningful cooperation in several areas, including agriculture, trade, investment, tourism, cultural exchange, and regional and multilateral cooperation. We also agreed to organize the meeting of bilateral cooperation mechanism. I am delighted to share that we reaffirmed our commitment to deepening our economic ties that align with the legacy of our centuries-old cultural and civilization linkages. We have agreed to explore avenues to increase our bilateral trade volume and encourage Thai businesses to invest in Nepal. We underline the importance to better connectivity between Nepal and Thailand for enhanced level of bilateral trade and tourism. We are happy to have direct air connectivity and agree to encourage airlines companies to increase the number of flights. We also laid emphasis on developing sea connectivity in the BIMSTEC region to promote regional trade. We agreed to continue cooperation in human resource development through education and training opportunities. Our meeting also focused on the cultural ties that bind us. We agreed on the importance of fostering cultural exchanges to promote greater understanding and appreciation between our people. We also covered the matters of regional and multilateral cooperation in our discussion during the meeting. Nepal and Thailand are committed to strengthening collaboration within regional forums such as ACD and BIMSTEC. Our shared interest in peace, stability, and sustainable development will continue to guide our work in these important regional institutions. We also discussed global issues such as climate change, sustainable development, and the need for multilateral cooperation to address the challenges of the contemporary world. We will continue to build on the progress made in today's meeting. I am confident that the friendship and partnership between Nepal and Thailand will grow stronger in the years ahead. I invited Her Excellency Phaethong Than Sinawat to pay an official visit to Nepal at her convenience. And at the very short span of time, very soon. I would like to thank Prime Minister, Her Excellency Phaethong Than Sinawat, for the fruitful discussions we had today. We look forward to working together to further strengthening our bilateral ties. Thank you. Thank you all. Let's go.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, as chairperson, the signing ceremony of agreement and the memorandum of understanding. Please change to the field. The second document recited, and Honorable Dr. Asura Kewa. Thank you. Thank you. Netra Jutiso, please take a seat at the table. Thank you. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Chandra Prasad Dago, President of the Federation of Nepalese Chambers of Commerce and Industries. Thank you.
this special occasion, the Royal Thai government is honored to welcome
The Right Honorable Mr. K.P. Sanoli, Prime Minister of Nepal, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great privilege to host this luncheon in honor of the Right Honorable Mr. K.P. Sanoli and Mrs. Naratika Saya on your first official visit to Thailand and historical, the first by a Nepali Prime Minister. The relationship between Thailand and Nepal has always been close and cordial, enriched by our shared religious and cultural affinities. As we approach the 66th anniversary of our diplomatic ties, I look forward to celebrating this milestone grounded in mutual trust, understanding, and cooperation. Your presence here underscores the enduring and evolving partnership between us. The discussions we had today highlights the prospects for cooperation across various sectors, such as trade and investment, as well as tourism and development cooperation, demonstrating the significant potential for mutual support between our two countries. Another key milestone of this visit was the signing of the MOU on tourism and the cultural agreement, and other MOUs covering public health, education, and economic cooperation, which will establish a foundation for further strengthening of the close bonds of friendship between our two peoples. I look forward to working closely with the Right Honorable and your government to strengthen our partnership and growing friendship between the Kingdom of Thailand and Nepal. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite you to join me in a toast to the Right Honorable Mr. Ramchandra Patel, President of Nepal, and to the friendship between our two countries.
It is my distinct honor and privilege to join this gracious luncheon hosted by my esteemed friend, Prime Minister of Thailand, Her Excellency, Phnom Penh. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude for the warm hospitality we have received since our arrival in this great country. Friendship and generosity we have experienced here is truly the reflective of the depth and cordiality of relations between our two countries. Nepal and Thailand share cultural and civilizational linkages based on the philosophy of Buddhism as the sacred birthplace of Lord Buddha communities in Nepal. Along with government-to-government relations, we remain committed to expanding the scope of our engagements between our peoples, businesses, and institutions. I wish for personal good health and happiness of Prime Minister Singapore. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, may I ask to join me in proposing toast. To good health, happiness, and well-being of His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen of the Kingdom. To continued happiness, peace, and progress of the friendly people of the Kingdom of Thailand, and to everlasting friendship and cooperation between Nepal and Thailand. Long live Nepal-Thailand friendship. Thank you.
Your performance is very, very beautiful, excellent. Well performed. Thank you very much.
One, two. One, two, three.
ครับพร้อมครับ1 2 3ครับ